My name is Jeff Babko. I'm the keyboard player at Jimmy Kimmel Live. Also do a lot of the arranging of music and production and musical events for live bits and things here. We've been here since 2003. Before Jimmy Kimmel Live, I'd done a few other television shows in the house bands, starting in 1999 on the Martin Short Show, which was a syndicated show. I still work with Marty as his pianist, and but also was touring with different bands. You know, toured with Toto for a while and Robin Ford, and playing, kind of doing a lot of jazz and fusion, and kind of playing in Europe, and then started doing a lot of records here, doing more sessions, and just kind of kept getting to a wider array of different kinds of music. But the television thing started in '99, and been on and off shows since then. First Korg I had was the Poly 800, I guess about '85. But I started really getting into them. My first kind of pro keyboard when I started gigging was an M1 in about '89, '90. And ever since, I went from that to a Trinity, which I really loved. I used the Trinity a lot in the '90s, and onto a Triton, and then M50 and the Kronos. Always have used a CX3 Robin Ford when I was touring with him, doing a lot of blues. The organ on the gig was always a 60. So I've been doing Korg stuff as long as I can remember. Having grown up near LA, I always kind of dreamed of being a session musician. I don't know how many people in the rest of the world or the country know that that's even a thing to do, but growing up so close to where the guys lived, you know, in the San Fernando Valley, I always really thought that would be a cool way to live. You get to play on records or television or commercials in the day, and then they'd all go play at the Big Potato at night, or the clubs that used to be that have all closed. I thought that would be really cool. So they were big influences. Living so close, I would go see the session guys on you know, when I could. It's probably, I mean, as far as getting into jazz, I was always a big fan of Herbie Hancock, as was everybody, and Jan Hammer, and then, you know, David Page, who was the session guy but played great. I always loved his playing, and Billy Preston and George Duke, and I mean, we could go on and on. When Bruce Hornsby was still here, I remember he was really supportive and a great influence. There's so many killer players, even just in this vicinity, and throw something at like a keyboard player that's 100 times better than you. So it's inspiring, it's daunting, it's a great place to be inspired. It seems like so many of the onboard controls are really, really user-friendly for guys like me, because when it's not just scoring comedy bits, then I have to be a band member. So you want it to be also a cool instrument to gig on, and that's where a lot of these mega workstations kind of sometimes miss the boat. Oh, it can do everything, but it's not actually fun to play when you're ready to be a keyboard player. So exactly. This really has that all kind of going on. Hey, it's fun stuff. I could be here all day. I'm a kid at the mall using the new keyboard in the electronics department. Thanks, Korg. Thanks, everybody.